What's up, Vlog? Michael Slate here, standing outside of Side Real Estate, about to go in here for what they call onboarding. The goal today is to sit down and try to have a little 5-minute interview with Alice Pock, who introduced me to Side Real Estate, encouraged me to come to San Francisco the first time, which is where I met with CEO Guy Gao, and ended up falling in love with the whole program. We're gonna mix it up, see if we can get creative, see if we can capture some content here to document this experience, this transition from the Paul Kaplan Group over to Side Real Estate and building my own brand from the ground up in the streets of Palm Springs. All right, stay tuned. It's gonna be fun.
What was, or ask you just straight out of the gate, what was the driving factor for you deciding to come to Side?
The driving factor is that where I was at, I couldn't effectively build the team that I wanted to. And the reason I want to build a team is because I want to create a climate for agents that I feel, again, like you've created a climate for agents on the back end. I want to create a climate for agents where they come and they sense that climate of success and that momentum and something that's scalable, and they can just jump right in and help with lead flow or whatever it is that I'm generating that hopefully is growing, boiling over, so there's plenty for everyone. I like coaching, I like training, I like teaching. I want people to be excited to come into our office every day. If they're not, then you can leave your license here, but please don't take up a desk. Like I want agents that are coming in and they're feeling thumbed down. I live in an older retirement community, but demographic is shifting quickly. Our buyers are younger, but they're still working with older agents. And there's younger agents that are moving in from LA and they're not getting direction. They're being told to button down, cover up their tattoos. And it goes beyond that. They're being told not to be so excited. They're being told like crashes are coming and all this stuff. And like, I don't think if you're working hard and you're putting in the effort, then there's always going to be homes to help people purchase or to help people list and sell successfully. I want to bring the whole thing together. It's really about helping others.
Yeah.
And the reason being is real estate changed my life, and I want to do that for other young men, other young women, or other people just in that position where they're just ready for a shift.
I love it.
I was born and raised in Texas, and my father owned a oil brokerage and a pipeline right-of-way company. I watched him build his business from one secretary with no business in the middle of an oil crash to I think he has over 160 employees at this time. No dollar sign ever comes my way. We talk, we pray, that's it on the phone. So there's none of that. It was always like, Michael, I did it on my own. You're going to do it on your own. So I just was raised in that climate. Jumped right into bed with the first broker I met in Palm Springs, and the split was crappy. I was making a third. I was throwing money in last month's hole, and I'm digging myself into the new hole the next month, and it didn't make sense. And I was still serving full time, essentially. That's when I did that. I don't even know, for 6 months, a year. And then I started looking around. I was like, this time I'm sitting down with people. And I interviewed like the top 4 brokers that I saw like crushing it and bringing in numbers. And someone suggested I sit down with Paul Kaplan Group. They're a local boutique agency that had that was constantly putting their agents on social media. And so I went, I scheduled a meeting. Guy came out, interviewed me. He was barefoot. And I was like, I think I'm home. And then he was like, and come in here and meet our sales associate or sales manager. We have leads. And the first day I said yes, I signed up. And the first day I had like 200 leads in my inbox, and I was just dialing for dollars and breathing new life into these things. I didn't know any better. No one told me to be shy on the phone. No one told me like that's a dead lead. They're not gonna ever buy anything. Like I didn't know any of that stuff. So I converted a lot of leads and got bonuses through that in my first year, and then started to build my own book of business. And the whole time I was putting it all on social media. So I was building some dramatic attention very organically and slowly in the city around every sale, and really just promoting every ounce of success I could.
You want a tree? Do you want a palm tree?
You get a palm tree. You get a palm tree.
I'll get a palm tree.
Yeah. I mean, I do. I think yes, absolutely. To answer your question, yes. Actually, the reason we came up with Elevate is we were watching a show on Netflix, or she was, because I have a hard time sitting still and watching TV. She was watching a show, and they were rolling out this fashion show, and it was the 10th annual fashion show, and it was Rihanna's fashion show, and they were like, she can't just do a fashion show, she has to elevate all aspects of everything she does. And that's what I mean from, it's not just about, hey, we're going to show you some great houses and smile while we do it. It's about elevating the entire experience, putting you in touch with the hands down most communicative, best available rate lender that is around, making sure you have resources at every turn, from window treatments to paint on the walls to what cactus gets planted in the front yard to the ficus that go in the backyard to coordinating the right pool person. All the way around, we want you to be in contact with people who not only provide a great service, but are awesome to have in front of you.
Okay.
Truly is possible.
Welcome to Side. We're very excited to have you on board, and we are going to be part of this journey with you guys. So excited to see you grow up.
Yeah, thank you. Excited to be here. Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Right on. All right, cool. Hey everyone, I'm sitting here at the Virgin Hotel in San Francisco with Alice Pak. Alice is what's your title?
I just have the pleasure of working with amazing agents, but I run partnerships aside.
Runs partnerships aside, and I did my onboarding, or what would you call it?
The kickoff,
The
which is a very
kickoff.
special day.
Yes, yeah, it was fun. So we flew out to San Francisco today. We've been documenting as we move along. Just wanted to take a second to put Alice on for a moment, and then to say, what does Side Real Estate mean to you, and why do you believe in the company?
That's a really interesting question because for me, I really believe in the mission behind Side. I have been in the industry for 10 years, working with real estate agents and brokers, and to me, the very best agents really deserves a solution where they get to own their own business and own their own brand. All top agents are entrepreneurs, right? They already connect invisible dots every day. They help their clients, they help families, buy and sell real estate. So we treat our partners like clients. So
Right.
just like kind of like how you treat your clients. So we put you in a position where you can own your own company, grow and scale your own company, have the best support, technology, systems, and ultimately help more families buy and sell real estate.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the connection. I'm excited to build something. I'm excited to build my own brand on the backbone of something that's just absolutely incredible. This concept is feels like a true, are you a true tech company? You feel like a true real estate tech company. Is that fair?
Yes,
Or we steer
here's how I
away from
describe
that
us.
verbiage? Okay,
Yes.
go.
Here's how I
All right,
describe
I-
us. We
I
are
perked something
a
here.
real estate brokerage. We are a real
Okay.
estate company, but we are a technology engine. Like we are a technology innovator. Right? We want to provide the very best systems technology to enable the best service providers to
Right.
provide better level of service to their clients, right? So it's not just about technology, right? The technology that we build is behind the agent, right? It's not between the agent and the client, it's behind the agent, helping you save time in transaction,
Right.
helping you have more visibility into your business, helping you create more predictable growth in your business, helping your agents succeed, helping your agents grow. And the buyer or seller is looking to work with the best agent, they need to talk to you. They need to talk to your team. They need
Right.
to be able to really hear what it is that you do because it's truly different and it's truly special and it's what they deserve.
I appreciate you reaching out to Christina and I. I appreciate you zeroing in on me and continuing to break through my resistant barriers and being persistent, because I couldn't feel more at home with your company than I do at this time. And I'm super excited to grow.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
the trust.
Yeah.
I'm really, really looking forward to working with you.
I appreciate it. All right,
Woohoo.
that's it. Thanks,
That's
everyone.
it.
All right, thank you, Cesare. Let's wrap it up.
A few moments later.
I think that's why we get along.
Yeah. Well, I constantly live in the realm of like what I want to create, what I feel, what I believe. Like I'll oftentimes ignore, like if there's if there's 10 things on the table, 9 of them are uncomfortable or not like in my favor, I will focus on the one thing, that one high flying feeling. And while I slowly work on the solutions to these in the back end, but I keep my focus on what's positive so that I can continue to move myself in those directions. And then that kind of trains my thinking that really anything can happen. Like,
Anything.
the universe is constantly conspiring in your favor if you let it. You can't ignore like when things start to line up. Like how
you can't.
I don't know how you came to be with Side, but like how I came to be with Side, to me, like everything just, it was like faith moves. Like you take a step and then the foundation would be there. And you take another step and it would be there. And
you don't even know the next step, but you just
right,
sometimes
just
take
keep
it.
moving out,
Just
and
keep
everything
moving.
keeps unfolding.
Always
and,
be in motion.
yeah, that's
Always
the
in
key.
motion, right?
Yeah,
Because you never know.
yeah.
But if you always do the right thing and you really believe in your purpose and your mission, the universe also takes care of you.
Yeah,
so-
it's true. It's true. And sometimes all you need is hope to bridge the gap, you know?
Yeah.
Like all you need is hope to tie you over. I've had, in real estate, I've had deals that have come along and they've given me hope for a week or a month, like financially, like, okay, this is going to work out. And it won't work out. But 5 other things will
That
come
you didn't
in
predict.
that I didn't predict.
Comes in.
That if that one thing that didn't work out, I would have been like in the wrong frame of mind without. But the 5 things are allowed to move in because I'm positive, my focus is there. So it's okay that one went away because these other 5 crept in because I was available to them. I was in motion.
You're
I was
always
happy.
ready.
I was ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
it.
huge. It's
That's
huge.
right. That's right.
All right, you want to grab
Ready?
a drink?
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right.
All right.
Taking every opportunity we can to capture unique opportunities here. I met Jory and Justin through Facebook and Instagram, and they reached out to me feeling through a connection through my post. They said, it feels like you have
the right energy, the hustle.
right. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, and the ability to look and feel of Palm Springs and to identify what it is. So I appreciate you guys reaching out through Instagram. That's a brave move, and then sending a follow up email, and that was just a little over a week ago. So
Right.
we've already
Crazy.
we've already kind of dove into the home search, made a strong connection through messaging and talking on the phone on Saturday, which was amazing, even with your busy schedules. I appreciate that. And then you've even managed to connect with our local lender, Joshua Silva, who I'm going to be using as my in-house lender when I make the move over to Side, which we've been documenting for this. And I'm super excited for the process. Do you want to kind of just take me back to the basics? Like, why
Sure.
why do you have your sights set on Palm Springs?
Sure. So we've lived in San Francisco, for 11 years for you. I grew up here, but essentially have been here nonstop for the last 10 years. And with aging parents in need of more hands-on support, we needed to find a place that's big enough for us. And our beautiful city of San Francisco is a true dream to live in. However, it's the most expensive market in the country to live. So when we're looking for more square footage, much less, an in-law suite or, a back house, that's just not going to happen for less than $3 million in the city of San Francisco.
Oh my.
And then toss in a couple job changes and promotions and whatnot. I don't have to be based in San Francisco anymore. So Palm Springs is a favorite vacation place for us.
I'm going to back it up. This is Mr. Logical, and I'm the emotional side of things.
Okay, yay.
So, cut back 8+ years, or around 8 years ago, Jory and I met online, and we started dating. And it wasn't great at first. We're like, you're great, you're cool, but we kind of just parted ways. Well, we ran into each other about 8 months later in Dolores Park here in San Francisco. And things seemed to be a little bit warmer then. And so we continued our first trip. And this was the test for our relationship, was we drove down to Palm Springs.
Yeah, driving.
And spent a week
that is
down
a
there,
drive.
just the two of us, the long drive, the week together, the drive home.
And
when-
traffic.
which was
all the
awful.
traffic.
That'll tell you a
Yeah,
lot about somewhere.
exactly.
Oh my God.
So-
it took an eternity. I was like, I'm never driving this again.
That's where if
It's a 45-minute flight.
if it's not a connection, all weaknesses will be exposed.
Exactly. And he
Yes.
said,
Yeah.
if we can survive this, I think we should be in a relationship.
And Palm Springs was lovely, and we fell in love with it.
And it was my
Yeah.
first time really spending time there, and I've always loved kind of old Hollywood, and so being in like Movie Colony and getting to sit on the bench with Lucille Ball, I mean that was kind of like dream
Right.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're
Everything
going
else.
from
Yeah.
a one-bedroom rent-controlled apartment in one of the
Correct.
best
That's what I was gonna
neighborhoods in San Francisco,
Yeah.
which has been an absolute dream living in the center of Noe Valley. It's beautiful and lovely, and we can walk to everything, and there's all sorts of transit there. To go from that little footprint to a big home in Palm Springs, hopefully, we've got some shopping to do.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. And you kind of were speaking my language on Saturday when we spoke on the phone. You said the universe is kind of like guiding our hand here.
Truly.
Something's occurred. So you talked about your parents,
Mhm,
right?
correct.
And they live in the suburbs.
They do. They're currently about 35 minutes away from here if there's no traffic.
Okay.
In a small suburb called Pinole, California. So we brought them out, and it seemed to be like this is going to be the right move. But over the last 6 years, they've continued to age and
Yeah.
decline, and they need more assistance now, and we need to be closer.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
no longer acceptable that it would take me that long to get there to help them. So we also got a call from our current landlord who said, we want you to move out because we'd like to move a family member into your home.
And how
And-
long have you been there?
I've been in there for 11 years.
Oh my
Jory's been there
gosh.
for the last 6 plus. And so for me, that was kind of at first like super emotional because I am the emotional guy.
Right.
And also just shock. But then what was interesting is both of us, it was the shock initially, and then it was, this is the universe telling us that this is what we're supposed to do. Because we
Right.
had been already looking, and really even before that, Jory had come to the point where he's like, oh my God, the architecture of Palm Springs, because we've done the architecture tours down there,
Right.
it speaks to his love of that.
Right.
And for me, it's just the entire lifestyle
Right.
speaks to my love. And I'm like, why are we fighting this? It just really seems like
It's
everything
time.
is adding up. Let's do this.
Right.
And of course, he has been following you on Instagram, so he sees all of your
Yay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out to you.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's why
Yeah.
we post consistently so
Yeah.
that you just keep that brand alive and let people know, hey, we're here like a beacon, and you never know when someone's going to reach out.
Yeah.
Right.
And the timing's perfect, and it's so exciting. I was speaking on a panel when you reached out, and that's always my biggest touchstone for new agents or any whether you've been in the business over 10 years or under 10 years is post. Let
Yeah.
people know what you're doing. If you're into jujitsu, like those are your people. Post about jujitsu and selling homes, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it
Mhm.
is. Like, and that's your people, and that's how you gather a following and build a business these days.
Mhm.
And it's kind of awesome. There's no more gatekeeper. There's
Right.
you can just put in hard work and be available to the public to come and recognize and find you.
Yeah.
So whether
Mhm.
whatever type of business you're building. So I
Should be good to go.
I like our timeline. We've got you pre-approved and ready to roll. I'm sending you one-off properties that some resonate with you. You mostly want new construction, which is a smart direction, or fully remodeled.
Mhm.
The casita is important for mom and dad.
Mhm.
Do they know what's going on? Are they
They do.
They're
We-
cool with them? Are they excited? Are they nervous? Or
We were worried about that, and we're holding off on telling them really anything.
Mhm.
Just especially given some of their health diagnoses, we wanted to kind of just pull back, and when the time was right, we'll kind of lay it out for them. I call them the kids. So we'll tell the kids when we're really ready. But last Saturday, it just made so much sense that we tell them. So we kind of explained everything, and their faces kind of lit up. They're like, because we took them to Palm Springs last January for my birthday.
Oh, cool.
And we spent a couple of days really there in a nice Airbnb.
Nice.
And they loved it. They were like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, this place is so great. And it's
Right.
so flat, and, but the mountains and the
Yes.
sunshine and the warmth and the,
And
oh
the
my.
pool. And,
Yeah,
it
movie
was
star houses. And,
the Airbnb
Yeah.
we got was accidentally the most perfect test drive for them.
Really?
Because it was this brand new, beautiful home in Cathedral City, pool spa, massive property with a full in-law suite. It wasn't a casita, but it was a full in-law suite on site. And we flew Justin's niece out, and his sister came out,
Mhm.
and it was the whole family in this great big house. and they just had a blast, and
Yeah.
they loved the old school vibe of that retro Hollywood thing and the sunshine and
Just everything.
And then, of
It's
course,
fun.
it's January, so you go outside, it's 75 degrees, and then there's just snow on all the tops of the mountains right there. And
Yeah,
it was
it's
just
so
like
inspirational.
picture
Yeah.
perfect. And they're like, this is amazing. Little did we realize that was an actual test drive for what is about to be our reality. So.
Right. Do you have friends in the desert? Like,
we have a few.
okay.
Yeah.
We do have a few, but also Jory keeps reminding me, almost all of our friends and go there.
Yeah.
So the fact
They
that we're
all
gonna
go
have
down.
free room for you,
Yeah.
they're gonna be coming.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting. The few people who I've already had conversations with, even outside of the city, are like, "Ooh, how soon can I?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
as soon
it's-
as you
it's-
want.
Yeah.
One of the most amazing vacation destinations in the country. So
it is.
there will be no shortage of visitors, especially if we have a couple guest rooms,
Yeah.
which is the goal. So.
Well, that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
wishing you guys all the best luck in the transition. And it sounds like we're going to be exploring other markets than just Palm Springs. I really appreciate your time today. I
Yeah.
know you have a meeting here in a little bit,
Mhm.
and I appreciate you letting me reach out. Impromptu point of contact
No, this is
again
awesome.
was
What-
1 week ago, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be in town. You're like, can we grab coffee? I'm like, I would love that. Also, I'm gonna document our meeting. So
yeah, it's fortuitous timing.
I'm so excited to work with you guys. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
reaching out.
Yeah.
That's how-
So glad
how
to
this
have you
thing
in San
works.
Francisco.
So,
Good
yeah.
to meet you guys.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jory.
Pleasure.
Justin,
Thank
thank
you.
you. All right,
Thanks.
guys. Thanks for joining us.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
What I really want to do on the back end is, like I said, help young men and women find their power and their prowess in the business, and get in front of people like you and help them.
Mhm.
You know, that people that really want to put in the work. There's too many people in the industry that don't want to put in the work, don't know how to put in the work, and don't know how to be effective. And
Yeah.
the clients are suffering, the market's suffering as a result of that.
Yeah,
And I just want to seek to change that for as many people as possible.
that's awesome.
And so we're kind of documenting this journey because it's such a small town. I don't want it just to be whispers and a vibe. I want people to know, like, hey, everyone, I'm Michael Slate. I love Paul Kaplan. I love the Paul Kaplan Group.
Mhm.
He's making moves to take his life in a direction that he feels good about, and I need to grow. And this is the direction we're growing, and we want to share the journey with you and invite people to know what's happening and the heart behind it. And then we get to work and really build something over the next 2 years. So
Right.
Awesome.
Side has onboarded, huge teams with hundreds of millions of dollars worth of production,
Mhm.
and they're excited to bring me on. And I feel honored because my production is not that of a Beverly Hills agent,
Right.
but
It's
it's great
different.
for the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's enough to have gotten some attention. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we're excited to grow, and they're confident that I can be one of their fastest growing brands and one of their fastest growing teams, and I have their full support. And it'd be really cool if we can get this switch thrown. If you guys are my first clients on board, so
Oh, wow.
That'd be
It'd
awesome.
be awesome. So
Great.
yeah,
Happy to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, all my clients, those 57 transactions last year, the 32 we've done this year, they get me,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Right.
I'm the
It's-
person, I'm the point
yeah.
of contact that
It's the
tees
same
everything
thing in
up
this
from
business.
from the painter to the gardener. Like the
Mhm.
brand is great.
It's
but
secondary.
It's
the
who
person.
you are. It's the essence. It's
Yeah.
I lead my team. I have a full-time assistant, Kathy, who I think you've interacted with, haven't you? Or no, we haven't.
No,
included-
not yet.
We haven't included Kathy in yet because we haven't been doing any contractual work. And then I've got Neil on my team, who's amazing, and I've got George on my team. So there's always a support group there. And
Nice.
then you know Josh. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
exciting.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. All right.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so far this trip has been absolutely amazing. We've been here in San Francisco. We flew out here to do my onboarding with Side Real Estate to get a feel for their team, to meet my business managers that's gonna help me grow and develop my brand in the desert, keep me accountable, help me with my farms, help me with my client outreach, and help me grow something huge to scale that hopefully will change a lot of lives. Not just the lives of our clients who end up buying homes with us in the desert, but lives of people that watch our content on Instagram like this and find motivation and know that this works and dig in deeper into their business. The lives of agents as I build a brand that come on board with my agency Elevate Palm Springs. I can't wait to grow and develop that brand and just take it to the next level and show others that there's no rite of passage, there's no gatekeeper, it's just you. You have to stop, accept yourself, find those assets inside of yourself, figure out who you want to be, and just dig into that. That's what I've learned, at least, and that's what's worked for me, and I just want to continue to convey that energy to others. Like, we've got another day or so here in San Francisco. Cesare has to go home, so we'll keep capturing content on my phone, keep posting. A lot of exciting stuff, a lot of cool content caught. We even got the drone up. Cesare got the drone up and caught footage of the city view. I can't wait to see the finished product, and more importantly, I can't wait to get back home and really dig in and get started with what we're creating at Elevate Palm Springs. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me at this part in the journey, and I can only imagine what's coming next. All right.
On track